to Two Cooks in the Kitchen. To start with, there's a subscribe button down there. Don't forget to push that if you haven't already. It helps us out and keeps us doing these things. So today we are going to make gluten-free almond crust. We've made this tart before I had to be gluten-free. So now we are going to use Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 flour to make this a gluten-free crust. And we're just going to show you how well it turns out when you do that. So to begin with, we are going to take our crust ingredients into our food processor, in with the flour, in with the almonds. This is a half cup of sliced almonds. That was 1 cup of Bob's Red Mill flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm just going to zoop this, get all the dry ingredients mixed totally. Oh, that's not all of them. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is really a delicious crust, and it's great that you can make this gluten-free. I really want to get the almonds kind of chopped up at this point. Okay, now we're going to add some wet ingredients. 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. This really helps bump up the almond flavor of this crust. Yeah, got enough for one more crust in there. And then we're just going to turn this on, and we're going to add the water. This is 3 tablespoons of water. And then we're going to watch the magic happen.
When does your butter go in?
By the way, I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees while I do this, because this just doesn't take long. There it goes.
Does the butter go in this?
That's what I forgot.
Yeah, like it's not really doing anything
No,
yet.
it's not. And the reason I forgot it is because I have this handy trick where you cut the butter and then put it back in the fridge so it comes out cold. And this should have gone in before the water, but I think it'll be fine. And
How much are you using?
I'm using 6 tablespoons of butter. There we go.
What's happening?
There we go. It's just all going to form into a ball. And that's when you know your crust dough is done. See down in there? Perfect little dough ball.
Oh, that's what I want to call you.
All right, now take our dough ball, and we're just going to press it into our tart pan. And you want to get this fairly thin, but this is a really tasty crust, so you won't really object if you get a good solid bite of crust, because it's just so nice and almondy.
I like that it stays kind of crunchy even when it's like the next day. It doesn't turn into a soggy crust.
Now we're not, I didn't grease this because generally speaking, I find that the crusts have enough oil in them that if you grease it, they just slide down the side of the pan, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna try and give it a good crown on top, and that'll help keep it from sliding down. And I'm not going to use pie weights on this. Okay, so I think that's looking pretty good. And we're gonna have to wait for our oven. All right, the oven's hot. I put the tart pan on a baking sheet because since it's not a solid bottom, it will leak a little bit of oil. And you don't want that all over your oven. And you just go in the middle of the oven, and this is going to cook for probably 20 minutes, but I'm gonna start at 15. Take a look and see how browned it is after 15 minutes. Okay, there's our 15 minutes. It's, you know, it's getting cooked, but it's not done. I'm gonna turn the pan around just to keep it cooking evenly, and then I'm gonna set the timer for another 5 minutes. All right, that was our 20 minutes total there. And as you can see, it looks really nicely done. Kind of got a little bit puffy.
That'll fall down.
But I'm going to let this cool for a minute, and then I'm going to put it on this cooling rack, and we're going to cool it completely before we do anything more with it. And we're going to see what happens when we take it off take the sides off the tart pan. And it just comes right off, and there you have it. So thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. Subscribe to our channel and see more of our foolishness, and we'll see you next time.